recommend this is Tamika's Den. Tamika, get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So this quick thoughts, y'all. A little recap of what went down, honey. Reasonable Doubt, Season 2, Episode 6. This can't be life. Child, it really can't, because y'all out here playing all kind of daggone games, okay? We see that we are finally having Corey and Jax on one team, okay? We coming together. We are one. We breaking it down. We getting some wins in this courtroom. We strategizing. We seeing how we can use Adrian. We finding out that old manager child is just a little fake Epstein, okay, in the making, and we about to take him down too. So finally, Chanel might actually get up out of this, but we still don't know who the hell it was that done came and popped JT in the back of his head. Meanwhile, prosecutor girl, you losing left, right, okay, side to side, up and down, and all around. You about to be out of a damn job, and you might be out of your life if you ain't looking around paying attention, because who slashed that daggone tire? How did you get the flat tire? Ended up, being late for court. That seems so random to me. And homeboy standing in the back smoking a cigarette, watching you and your son go in the house. You ain't feel nothing with that? Girl, child, Lewis, you done messed up now, okay? You are the absolute definition of you don't now, right? Baby, all you had to do was tell the truth, Lewis. You had so many chances. You literally waited to the last daggone second. Here is Jax brokenhearted watching you in her face damn lying, okay? You was caught red damn handed, and baby, you just didn't see it coming, okay? I don't know how we gonna make it up out of this, but this seems to me a way for her to go ahead and slide on over to Corey, because Corey over here having dreams, baby. I said, this better be a dream. What the hell is going on here? And it was a long dream too. He had to check his daggone self, honey, but he got some other things he got to worry about too, because apparently his daddy might be Raggedy Child, and he came around, and this is the only time I think we seen Corey a little shooken, okay, and stirred, because daddy had him all in his daggone feelings, and they had to go ahead and have a freaking conversation, baby. It was very messy, y'all. Very, very messy. Let's go ahead, get into this episode, break it on down, take it from the top. You know how we do. So, child, listen. Jax done had a conversation with daggone Adrian, okay? Adrian did pull out the hammer on her, and she was getting a little flashbacks of everything that happened. And then she had to say, listen, give me the daggone hammer. Tell me what the hell is going on so that I could be able to help you. I can't protect you, honey, if you over here trying to take me out. First, I got to know I'm safe to keep you safe, okay? We hurried up and backed up and went ahead and go ahead and called damn Daniel. Tell him to come on in, and we gonna get in, Adrian over to the safe house, and we gonna use this to our benefit. Now, of course, Jax is still feeling like Adrian is the one that did it. I don't necessarily believe that anymore, but I do think that he came and helped after the fact, and I think that he was out here, shucking and jiving and playing a whole bunch of games with daggone Adrian, and Adrian was about to take him down if he didn't take Adrian down first. And in his own way, I guess he did fall in love with Chanel. And then when they said they was only messing around for 3 months, I'm just like, child, okay, whatever. But of course, she got her own theory, and she breaking it down, and she get up and she give this speech, and she telling Corey, like, listen, please hear me the hell out. And he had to go ahead and clap it up, okay, along with Daniel and her assistant, and say, you know what, on that part, you are absolutely right. I feel you, okay? Maybe there is still a way for us to win. Maybe teamwork, okay, is the dream work where we can make all of this come along. And we're actually going to use the prosecutor as our benefit, because we already know that Adrian, she has Adrian on the list. Now, mind you, I'm thinking that Jax is either going to mention this situation to Lois when she get home, but she absolutely doesn't. She just ends up saying she have a rough day, or that she would have brung it up with Corey, but it didn't seem like she wanted to bring him up with him either. When she get home, she just over here talking about something, I want to feel you in my daggone mouth, child. And Lewis was having a little time and getting it up. So he flipped her over and was like, I'm just going to take care of you. And she like, whatever you want to do, baby. But of course, you know when stuff ain't right down happening, we picking up on a little vibe, but we ain't really going too far into it. So now, when we get in this courtroom, of course, we got the different experts, okay? Before we even get in the courtroom, Daddy's showing up, and we like, what the hell are you doing here? You wasn't supposed to be here. We were supposed to be meeting for lunch later. And at first, Jax is like, oh, the myth, the legend is in the building. Okay, I'm here for it. Is that your daddy? Okay, in the flesh. So he say he gonna be watching from the back now, they did, have kind of like a leg up in the courtroom, but I also felt like Corey was going real hard and real extra and kept looking back to see what his daddy vibe was, if he was hitting it the way he was supposed to be hitting it in the courtroom to get daddy's approval. But we, of course, are trying to go out our way to show that all these experts that's getting up here, are you giving your personal opinions on this? Or we kind of throwing in other things that we just feel like throwing in because, baby, can it be that is the reverse way too? Couldn't a victim, also may have delayed with calling or may have called and been reacting in a certain way due to the situations that they was going through? And we like, yeah, that's a possibility too. We get all different kind of calls with different situations and everyone is different, so we can't really prove without a reasonable doubt, okay, which is what we want to do. That Chanel just came out here and was doing all of this on purpose. Now, of course, prosecutor gets in the car and our damn tire is flat, so we are late for court now, which was not a good sign for her. Corey makes the joke that, Lisa ain't us black people, they always want to say we ain't on time. Her son basically was like, he gonna call a lift, and she said thank you. So she was already losing, okay, from the minute that she got there daggone late. We saying this, we ain't gonna let this happen again, and then she was losing in the damn courtroom. Now, her boss is coming down hard on her. Not only do we want to win this because we can't afford to lose no more cases and we can't have them laughing in our face, but of course, at one point, she even asked him, is it just about winning the case and having justice, or is this about you, and your election as well? And he like, bitch, both, okay? Meanwhile, Jack's daughter is over here, child, I don't know, TikToks or whatever social media, doing little dances. And we tell him, bro, you gonna be quiet. You ain't gonna say nothing about what I'm doing, okay? Because if you do, I'm gonna talk about your secret drawer. And I'm like, what's in the secret drawer? Okay, them quiet minds want to know. I want to know. We all want to know. Like, spill the damn tea. And he was like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, it's given very much that you do. I said, well, we all, like I said, are waiting to find out what's going on in the damn secret drawer. Now, it does seem like Corey and Jax was getting on one page and we feeling the vibe. But child, next minute, I said, where the hell is this going? Because we seeing Jax supposedly get up and say how she was wrong and she apologized. Okay, I apologize. And we getting closer and closer and we doing all this touching. And I'm like, why are we touching? I'm like, I'm confused. And then we throw her up on the desk and I'm like, wait a minute. We at the office, okay, out in the open where it's glasses, windows, and all of that, and we getting popped up on the desk. I'm like, nah, this gotta be a dream, baby. The way Corey jumped up and looked around and looked down and checked and make sure everything was all right. Now we see Jax go, to therapy, and I love the fact that she's still in therapy. I love that she does her single therapy. We doing couples therapy. That's what makes what happened later to me even more horrible, because we are seeing the growth in Jax. We are seeing that she's trying and, she's working on herself. We supposed to be working on this relationship. Now, Lewis go out of his daggone way, child, to stop in the middle of the freaking carpool lane and run over here and tell damn Tony, oh, I got to be a father, okay? I'm a father. I'm a real man. I'm the man that stepped up. If it is my child, I can't go on, not knowing I have to be able to be in my child's life, and I could set up a doctor's appointment and we could find out later today. And at first, Tony was in her feelings and having an attitude like, you think you could just come and tell me when the hell shit gonna be? And then the next thing you know, she like, okay, cool, I got this afternoon free. I can make it to this appointment. And he like, I'm gonna go ahead and text you with the details. To be honest, I thought one of the kids or either Jax was gonna see him right then and there, but she didn't. Now, it was so funny and awkward when we got back to the daggone court right before Adrian was coming and, Corey dad showed up and all of that. He was a little off his game, kind of jumpy and, not realizing what Jax was saying because he's still caught up in this damn fantasy he done had about her. But we go in here and we do what we got to do in the courtroom. And one of the clients that, well, I should say one of the witnesses, okay, that got on here that was trying to make Chanel look like, oh, I can't believe it. She was really abusing JT. It was times when she talked to him in a certain way, and I could clearly see that, she knew what buttons to push. We find out that he was basically testifying at another trial where he was like, oh, they wouldn't hurt a fly, and come to find out, of course, they did hurt a damn fly, and more than that, they went down for taking out somebody. So it's like, do you always stick up for people that's abusive? trying to show a pattern here, whatever, right? And then Adrian finally gets on the stand, I should say, and he's basically like, look, Chanel didn't know nothing about this. It was all on me. I'm the one that did this. Me and JT thought that, we was going a certain way with this and a certain path. And then JT got taken out. I didn't have nothing to do with that because, of course, Jax used this to kind of put that doubt in there and say, hey, did you take him out? Now, mind you, Adrian had met up with manager before, the court thing, and he like, I know you ain't gonna go in there running your damn mouth because don't want me to have to take you out. And so, because he did tell him, like, one more thing, they calling me to the stand, but as far as everything else is taken care of, when he asked him how did he get Jax to back down, he like, because she knew better, okay, and she saw that it was no benefit in talking up. So he like, okay, cool. But of course, Adrian does the exact opposite and pretty much puts him on blast and say that, when this money was taken, she didn't know nothing about it. JT had actually put it in her name. So that at least clears her with that part. We also had, this realtor that came in that was basically like, she was looking at all these different homes that was for $3 million, but she really was focused on it being something that was going to be good for her and her girls, secure for them, that it had a pool for her daughter that liked to swim and things of that nature. And it's like, well, the house she lives in is $8.7 million, so wouldn't that actually be a downgrade? So this whole thing of her being money hungry and just being out for herself or whatever, they kind of rebuking that. And of course, like 3 of the times she had actually brought Adrian with her, and the lady, at first, before all of this stuff came out, was thinking that Adrian was actually her husband, so that made stuff look a little funny. But he up here just declaring his daggone love. And of course, Chanel asked Jax, like, why the hell would you put him up there? This is dangerous for him. And she's like, he asked to be put up there. Now, at first, when this is over and Corey like, I want to take both of y'all out to eat, Corey wasn't really with it, but Jax was like, no, I want to get to know your father. I don't get invited out all the time by the legend. Like, let's go ahead. But that quickly turned south, baby, because it was very much given, surviving daddy damn Cash, honey. He was over here making comments that Jax was like, isn't that what, rapists usually say? She like, yeah, I think I gotta go. At this point, Corey had got up for a minute to take a call, and he's like, what the hell did you say? Obviously, there's a pattern there, and obviously he know how his father could get, and he's basically like, yo, she's a married woman, so why would you be trying to approach her? And you old as hell, what make you think she wants you? Okay, Corey over here trying to get her for his damn self, even though he claiming that she marries, but that's another conversation for another day. Now, when he calls Jax, he's actually apologizing and saying, like, what happened with my dad, because he can clearly see that something changed her daggone attitude, and she, like, don't even worry about it. But in terms of your dad, like, being honest and having conversations with me doing therapy, I'm seeing more and more that make a difference, and I think it's time for you and your father to sit down and have a talk, even if he don't get what you're saying. It's more so for your benefit than anything. Now, in the midst of this, she get a call that her mama in the hospital. She go rush into the hospital, of course, to check on mama, and come to find out, baby, she over here thinking she could be drinking up, stuff like damn Beyonce. And it's like, you not Beyonce, girl. You need to eat, and you need to make sure that you're on point. And if this new boyfriend that you got, cares about you so much, then he shouldn't be wanting you to do things like this. And she like, nah, he ain't got nothing to do with it. I decided to do this on my own. So when she leaving for mama, she done decided to call out of work and make sure she could be here checking up on everything and making sure stuff is right. She gets downstairs, and of course, not knowing that Lewis is here, because he done set up a damn appointment for him and Tony to find out whether this damn baby is his or not. We call his phone, and the first time it's going to voicemail, and she like, what the hell, like he done damn declined her. And the second time he answers and literally lies. I said, Lewis, look up, bitch. She right across the street looking at you and saying that he at work, and you could just see all the different emotions come through her. Like, my heart really felt for daggone Jax in that moment, because she's clueless and is like, well, why the hell would he be lying to me? And of course, at this point, she keep being in a daze and thinking about it, like she's asking him when she gets home, like, oh, is there something going on, something you want to talk about, are you all right? And he talking about some, oh no, it's just a long damn day. Child, I kept saying, as long as it come from him, then it won't be as bad. If she hear from the streets or if it get in the tabloids, that's gonna make it worse. And plus, we know there's still a chance that these prosecutors could even end up calling Tony up on the stand and, wanting to ask her questions there, and it could be exposed. And if anybody get their hands on her records, it could be exposed that way. So I just kept being like, please don't let it happen that damn way. But I just knew that was the direction we was gonna end up going in. So of course, when she go on this jog with her friend, she venting to her about it, and she like, yeah, that look a little shaky or whatever. I get it. That would have me in my feelings too. But at the end of the day, don't really jump to conclusions. It could be like something so simple and you overthinking it. It's times that I've overdone that myself. And she gives her an example. So she like, let's just go ahead and give him the benefit of doubt. Maybe he's just not ready to talk about it right now. I mean, she was right on that part, okay? She was close, but she was getting a little warm. But baby, she wasn't all the way there with it. So you could see that kind of calmed down Jax, but in the back of her mind, she know her intuition. And there is a part where she went to see the counselor and was like, how stuff seems to be going too good, and where you like it's too good to be true, and the other shoe was got to be getting ready to drop. I definitely have felt that way at times. And of course, even the counselor was trying to reassure her. Meanwhile, Corey does go talk to his dad and tell him how he feel. And it's like, yo, at this point, I just want you to be my damn dad. All this other stuff you talking about, I don't give a damn about. And you can tell that Corey had a reputation previously and that his dad still sees him in that light. And he's telling his dad, like, I've changed, I've moved on from there. And I need you to see me for who I am now. Dad is also trying to tell him about how all the cases he won and the things that he accomplished really was because of Corey's mom and the woman that she was and her standing beside him. It wasn't just him being on his own. And in other words, Corey needs to have that solid rock that's standing next to him, which I thought was so ironic that you would bring that up, but at the same time you was over here trying to call yourself rapping to freaking Jax, who again is a married damn woman and is how many years younger than you, sir? But they were able to bond and have some type of connection in that part where he was like, sometimes I'm stuck in my old ways, but I will try to work on things as far as me and you go. And I'll try to do better, right? So that had gave him a sense of peace with that. Now, in the meantime, after the prosecutor got egg on her face with Adrian's testimony, we do go to them and give them the information, okay, that they could take down fake Epstein with. And it's kind of like, well, why would you give us this information? And Jackson's like, oh, if you don't want the win, we could take it back. We good with that. We just thought it would be better coming from y'all. If y'all could go ahead and call the feds, but guarantee you this the last win you gonna get off of me, right? And they all go and say, we gonna lean with it, roll with it, rock with it, okay? At the end of the day, he know he wanted it. So then we seeing him up on the news. Do y'all think he's still gonna have some reach to get to daggone Adrian? Because, now Adrian gotta stay in damn hiding, baby. Now, child, Jack's assistant is looking on her phone and she like, ooh, girl, they done got a picture of damn Tony. She over here, doing a special test and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And Jax is looking at it, and who is right in the damn picture? Okay, we see your damn hand, Lewis, with the freaking wrapping on your damn, hand or whatever. And of course, the shape of your head and everything, you could be 1,000 ninjas out there. And when it's your man, it's your damn man. So Jax at this point knows what time it is. She over here smoking a damn cigarette, stressed the hell out, waiting for Lewis to get home. And at the same time, we going from her smoking to prosecutor going in her house and somebody watching her. And they smoking. Now, my whole thing is, y'all, is Miss Prosecutor a DV victim herself as well? Because the irony of that would be freaking crazy, that she out here going so hard against Chanel and, oh, y'all criminals and this and that. Or is this just somebody that she put away that got out? Is kind of funny because she did call and check and they was like, oh, they still arrested. So do she have more than one person that's after her, or did that same person that they said was arrested before now get out? I don't know, but we got to find out. Is it going to be a situation where she end up taking them out by the end of this daggone episode season to protect herself, and Jackson them going to have to protect her or, be her damn lawyer for the next season. I'm just curious how that whole thing gonna play out and who the hell this person is, baby, because they watching and they waiting and they plotting and they planning and they scheming, okay? Now, Corey over here, child, still thinking about Daggone Jax at the freaking cigar lounge. He can't get her out his damn mind now. And, you know, Lewis too little too damn late. He calling up Terrence talking about, I can't do this. I'm going to have to go ahead and tell her the truth and keep it real with her. I can't keep no lies from Jax. And he come in the house like, I got something to tell you. And she like, is it about damn Tony? Are you the damn father? And he talking about some Jax. I can explain. I'm like, Lewis, bitch. Child, Lewis, I was trying to root for you. I really, really was. I was hoping that you would have told the damn truth. You messed up off the back with just basically telling her no, it was somebody she didn't know from the get-go. And then once you knew that you was in this situation and she literally was sitting here talking to you about this case, you should have opened up your damn mouth and said something. Whoo, child, y'all. That's a mess, but we talking about this tonight live with the ladies, and we'll get into some more details over there, honey. If I left anything out, put that in the comments, but child, I think it's a wrap for Lewis and Jax. Do y'all think they can make it through this? Who the hell do y'all think this is at the prosecutor, honey? Miss Old Tight Face. Let me know in the comments, okay? Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.